Hello, family and friends. I'm really excited to be here today to talk about Body Talk and what I've been doing with Body Talk. I just want to thank you for coming on the channel, and I want to thank Nilifer for giving me the opportunity to share my story um, of how I met Innate Wisdom. And so I'm hoping that you're all getting your list out of things to be balanced. As you all know, I am from the Islands of Fiji, and I think my first uh, encounter with innate wisdom was when I spent 8 years of my childhood in the forest, in the village with my tribe there and clan, and just crossed by two beautiful running rivers, and it was truly paradise. And then I came to Canada, and it took another 40 years to find that paradise. Only this time I found it within myself. My story is about how I met innate wisdom. Uh, it took over 1,000 sessions of Body Talk and using the Body Talk template, and over 8 years for me to get this incredible glimpse of this intelligence we call innate wisdom. Now, it won't take you that long to talk to innate wisdom because you're probably already doing it. This is my version of the story of how I came to talk to innate wisdom, and then just a few steps on how you can just start talking and getting results right away. Body Talk that I've been doing is a consciousness-based modality that works closely with innate wisdom. And innate wisdom is described as the second brain of God, keeping everything in balance, like your body temperature without you even thinking about it. And then there's an aspect of Body Talk that allows innate to access other modalities or fields of information to contribute to the session or the person or both. And my sessions started to show up with a variety of fields of information and innate collectives that was making the session go very well. And I was seeing balancing that I never seen before. For example, lots of people who do not know Body Talk, I give them an example of what it can do. I have an example of a father who wrote to me about their child, maybe 5 or 6 years old, who could not stand up. And in the session, Innate was showing that there was a very deep pain between the parents that was unspeakable and was never ever expressed. And this energy was laying on the spine of the child who loved the parents so much. When Innate did the balancing for this, the child was able to stand back up in about 3 days, but they waited 6 days to contact me because they could not believe it. Of course, I encourage the parents to talk about what it is that they need to talk about so this energy can be free from their entire field. And so as these sessions continued for me and I got to learn through the eyes and heart of innate wisdom, I noticed something very interesting. It was like innate wisdom was trying to tell me that we have a greater body, and it was starting to include the chakras of the earth. I started to see balancing of people being balanced, to the heart chakra of Mother Earth, like in England, Glastonbury. And this was helping not only with handling events or any number of things they may be going through, but to do with the heart. And that field, that chakra there of Mother Earth, was helping this person while that communication was being restored to go through whatever it is that they needed. I noticed people even getting balancing to the throat chakra of Mother Earth in Giza by the pyramids. And this was helping people who couldn't express themselves or holding information for a long time. And the voice of Mother Earth there being expressed in her chakra was helping that field within the voice of this person or persons. And some of the balancing that started to show up or fields of information was star families, people being balanced to their star families. And in Fiji, it's quite normal for us to know who our star families are. And so it was something that came up that I could see was normal. Star families and their history, the history of the intergalactic travels they've had to help in the relationships people were having. They need to be balanced to the history of their star families. Another thing that was helping people was people being balanced to the true evolving history of mankind. And this was helping bringing the tension down in the body because let me here see, I've lost my thought here. Evolving thought of mankind, bringing the tension down in the body, because the body is like an antenna. It knows all energies, all truths, evolving truths, created truths. And so when it knows there's a lie, there's a tension, or something unbalanced, there's a tension. So getting balance to the evolving truth, or the true history of mankind besides the one we're being taught, was helping a few of these people's bodies go down in tension. People were being balanced to specific areas, sacred mountains, to heal their body. And of course, there's the Ho'oponopono, love and forgiveness. I must say this showed up in every single session. And what was interesting for me was to see there's love and forgiveness between organs, love and forgiveness between different parts of the body, different chakras and meridians. And so Innate was starting to, and still does, show me the flexibility and that it has, and playfulness really, of how it can move energy with love and forgiveness and neutralize it. Now at another level, love and forgiveness, because we're of all the same oneness, there love and forgiveness may not exist, but in this particular realm, to balance energy, this love and forgiveness energy exists to help us move along our path. I also like to mention when I'm balancing land, there was a real estate land that I was balancing, a house that could not be sold. And in that balancing, I noticed that all the land around the house wanted to be balanced as well in order to free this house. So all the land around the house got balanced, and all the molecules in the house wanted to be balanced as well to the family. And so when all this balancing was done, of course, I thought this house was going to be sold, and so did everybody. But no, the family decided to stay in the house. And so Innate teaches me through that and other things to stay completely detached from projected outcomes. So many things to share. And in recent years, I've noticed in the sessions that as a pattern, Innate was showing of balancing entire histories of people, lifetimes, Akashic records, relationships, almost like there's a closing of cycles. Usually I saw the session, it may be balanced just the past lifetime they had. Now the balancing is showing up as all their lifetimes, all their relationships in all their lifetimes. It almost feels like there's a closing of these fields, and people are moving to newer energies. So now we are on to how I talk to Innate. Well, that's really easy. I talk to Innate. How I got to that point was during this 8 years of helping and facilitating body talk sessions. It was the most unbalanced time of my life. And it got so bad that I couldn't even stand up. I would have a wonderful time facilitating other people's session, but in my life it was completely unbalanced. And so I didn't have any money to take any more therapy or even thinking of taking any more body talk. I was just totally out of it. And then one day I was so exhausted, I just said out loud, Innate, could you just help me get out of bed, and could you balance me and help me get out of bed? And if you can, could you balance this whole day and just make it easier for me? And my body reacted just like it was coming out of a body talk session. I didn't believe it. And it took many more problems for me to just be saying out loud, Innate, could you just balance that for me? Or I noticed something, could you balance that for me? And then over time, I started to see that something really was happening to me. So 8 years later, I'm now living far away from my family. So I'm out in a different province of Canada on retreat. I'm living in a beautiful house with my dog. I've separated, and I'm having the time of my life. Of course, you're saying balance this and balance that. You don't even know what's going to be taking place. And when you're going through it, you don't ever believe anything's going to come out of anything. So I'm even enjoying mint chocolate ice cream, which I stopped doing now. So we're going to move on to really what I want to talk about here is Innate already knows what to balance. So all we have to do is give permission. So take a moment and relax, and we're going to do this together. I'm going to give a few permissions to help you open yourself up to this wonderful field, and then we'll invite Innate Wisdom to say hello. So let's take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Nice and slow. I think I'm needing this more. Very good. So we'll start with our first permission. I give myself the permission for my body, mind, and spirit. as well as anything you're working on now, to be completely balanced by the highest vibration of love and light that birthed me into existence. As we go deeper into the permissions, this is suggested permission. If it doesn't feel right for you, it's okay. I give myself the permission for my entire past energies, present energies, and future energies to all work together to balance and take care of me as a team. The next one is, I give permission for all beneficial energies around me to assist me in every way, in all areas of my life. I give permission for every cell in my body to work together like a team and heal me at my core. I find when people begin their permissions or even start saying them, that balancing already takes place. And so this is just a few simple steps to get to know innate wisdom. You just say, hi Innate, how are you? Just feel that energy. Hello, innate wisdom. How are you? And thank you for just being around us all the time. And now, innate, we came into awareness that, and then you can say something that you've been aware of that's been unbalanced in your life. Could you balance that for me? You could just say that out loud. Innate, could you please balance that for me? And then I am giving all permissions and clearances required right now. I'm giving all permissions and clearances required right now. So once again, it's just like talking to a person. You say hello just like you're talking to me, like you're talking to a friend. Hi, innate wisdom. I'm aware of this thing that happened today or yesterday, or something I'm not feeling right about, or something that I don't know what it is. Could you balance that for me? If you don't want to use the word balance, you can use the word take care of that for me. Could you please balance the situation? I've given all needed permission and clearances. So, to experience this further, or an actual body talk session, I think I have my website there if you want to experience a body talk session where all these new fields are showing up. Every session is different, and not everyone gets the same balancing. It depends on who you are, what permissions you are giving, and what you're ready for that's between you and your agreements and the source field within you. It all still comes down to the individual. And so for any of those sessions I have on Fiverr.com, Lorraine _raw, any one of them that you order today, you'll be getting a special 28-day Body Talk access, because I really want everybody to experience that, just because I think daily balancing really gets everything going. And I've seen that with people. It's really makes a difference from day to day, that they feel they're giving themselves permission, and they're allowing beneficial energies to come and awaken from within them. Okay, so that is what I'm offering tonight. And since I'm from the islands, we usually just detach from everything and sing a song. So I'm going to sing a song as a treat tonight. Just an ad-lib song. To Innate Wisdom. For you. Now I know you've been there all along, and I am not alone. Now I know you are everywhere, waiting for me to understand. So I let your golden light fill my life and make it easy. Yes, let your golden light touch my life so I can be free. Yes, now I know you're always there, and I am not alone. Now I know, now I know your love flows freely. Though I let your golden light fill my life and make it easy, I let your golden light flow through my life and make it easy, make it easy, especially during COVID times, make it easy. That was our song to Innate this evening. And so, hi, Joanne. I see you. Hello. Thank you for this. So I am wishing you all a wonderful evening, and I thank you all for joining me, sharing the story. It's the first time I'm actually on the air. Thank you, Nilla, for allowing me to share a little bit about my story. And I'm saying good night.